The wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was
looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Matthews, the intended target. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Listen to me.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Following the interception, Cousins. For Kirk Cousins, it's his first touchdown pass as a Minnesota Viking. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs and you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change. You've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with me.
SEC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers heading out, and if you listen real closely, you can hear it, the buzz right now that is around this 49er team. And look, they finished last year strong. Big reason why, Jimmy Garoppolo. So a lot of hope coming into 2018.
And I think you nailed everything that you're really...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Now McKinnon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here again is McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Yellow.
Cousins now on second down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yellow. Hey, Steamer.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins the thrower. And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Black. Black, 82.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Hey, flipper! Place it hot!
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Zebra!
Now Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball.
21.
And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Hey. Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, flipper.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Let's go. Lucky 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And Hill running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this game, it's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They run it with McKinnon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Hey. You got 4.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Black 80!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Here we go.
Here's McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go. 180!
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jeremy Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gold now out to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Vikings heading out, and we'll have to see what the Falcons do this year, but we do know that the Vikings will not be the first team to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium because they had that shot last year, Charles. Came up short in the NFC title game, but this is a club that has retooled to make another run.
Still built defense first, in the image of their head coach, Mike Zimmer. And they have all-stars at every level. Start with Linval Joseph at defensive tackle. Move back to Anthony Barr at linebacker. Xavier Rhodes at cornerback. Harrison Smith at safety. They can do it all on defense. With the signing of Kirk Cousins on offense at quarterback, signals that this is a Vikings team that wants to open things up a little bit, get a little bit more explosive, and not have to play quite as many grinded-out games as they did in 2017.
So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had gained. Really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Go ahead.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, Cook, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They run. Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bring the energy. Let's go, let's go. 3 down, 3 down.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Cousins. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they will take a knee here.
Leopard! 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hot!
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season.